Isn't there always somebody trying to bring you down? Isn't there always something pressing, something you need to do, something that is against you, pushing you back, pulling you down, trying to make a fool out of what you're trying to be? There's too many people like this in our world. Too many antagonists who will live their lives just to suck other people down. Can't you ever let people be? Can't you ever let things just sit? Can't you let them be alone? Because to you, what is it even worth in the end? What is it worth? If you don't believe in a God, then what do you believe happens in the end? You believe that you just rot away? Is it as simple as that? I mean, think. Where are you? The you that comprehends everything. The you that thinks, smells, touches, and has these emotional sensations that cannot be replicated. You probably just say, oh, your mind rots away. But that doesn't make sense. How is that even possible? Do you just go into an ever dream state? Do you go to the so-called heaven? Are you reincarnated? Doesn't something have to happen? It can't just all end. It's not possible. But when it does come to an end, our life and existence on Earth, what do the things you have done matter? Unless you've caused such crimes as capital punishment. Think about it. Just sit there. What is your life worth? What is the person's next to you? What is their life worth? $1? Is it priceless? Would you say that their life was worthless if they were going to grow up and be a serial killer someday? Would you say that their life is worth $1,000,000 if they grew up to be the president? Does it matter? Is everyone equal or is everyone different? Do you think that people and humans are all the same? Do you think that people and humans are all different? Is being different a good thing, a bad thing? Or is everyone in some ways the same and in other ways different? You can't answer these questions. Millions of questions can't be answered. Scientists think one way. Religious people think another way. The world is just a big messed up place because science can't work without religion, and religion can't work without science. Science can't explain how big the universe is or where it's expanding into, because how could a universe be expanding into nothing, as they say? They say it's creating itself, but doesn't it always have to be within something? And they can't answer the question, where did the first microscopic bit of matter ever come from? You know what matter is. It's what makes up everything. It's what is. It's what makes things solid and visible. It's what makes things up. Where did the first little bit come from? They say the Big Bang. Then I ask, where did the particles that were in the Big Bang come from? They couldn't have just come from nowhere. Where did they originate in the very beginning? Now I'm talking however far it needs to be beginning. They can't explain that, can they? But of course, there's always the religion and the religious that try to make up their answer, that solve this insane question. I know this question will never be answered by science, and that's what makes religion work. Although science has disproved religion in the past, they disprove them on things of a more subtle level, not things to such a grand scale as to the creation of the very first particle of atom. Doesn't someone have to create it somewhere? I mean, any computer hacker would know. Any computer software designer would know. Things are based on scripts. Would it be similar in the case of the world? Is it similar to a matrix of codes? What is life? What is life? So many struggles, so many good things, so many questions, so many evils, so many words and languages and remarkable things that when you put them all together and look at it in perspective, it does not make sense. Think of your life as a piece of glass that can easily shatter into a billion pieces. Think of your life as a piece of steel that is indestructible but wears out with time. Why do people live to be just under 100 averaging? Why is the human skin color white, black, tan, and shades in between? Why not blue or red or green? How is our body truly made up? Science can try to answer questions, but they can't. How can extraterrestrial life not exist, even though there are trillions of planets? Trillions. And we're not just talking about another human life form. We're talking about any life form. They've already found evidence of water on Mars, which suggests that plant life is possible. Now, if plant life was on Mars, that proves that there actually was life on Mars. Our world, our universe, and whatever is beyond that can't explain so many things. But does it need to? Is the real question. Do things need to be explained? Or can life just go on? Can life be simple and not so drug out with questions that always need answering? People say things can be fake, hoaxes, and unrealistic, but with everything that's happened, how can anything not be possible? How is it possible for something not to be possible? Thank you.